Good afternoon for Porsche of Ocala. I'm Scotty, one of the Porsche product pros over here, and today we're going to be taking a look at this absolutely beautifully spec'd 2020 Porsche Taycan 4S. Now this Taycan 4S is going to come with a Performance Battery Plus. Now what that means, it's going to be a 93.4 kilowatt per hour battery, of course paired with the 800 volt system, generates an incredible 562 horsepower and over 479 pound-feet of torque. That's an amazing power figure out this car, and of course it's going to be sending that power to all four wheels via an incredible all-wheel drive system. Now, it's always hard to talk, you can't even talk ill, of course, of some of the other Porsches, but this is 8 times faster at sending power between the front and rear axles and wheels than the Porsche 911 all-wheel drive system. That electric powertrain is absolutely spectacular. It's crazy. This car is so amazing in its handling characteristics and acceleration. It feels almost unnatural how fast this car is and what it's capable of doing. Now the exterior of this car is going to be finished in a beautiful, of course, deep gray, and this is actually absolutely gorgeous styling on this car, and it's finished with my favorite interior. Now, of course, we want to get everything quoted correctly over here, so we're going to take a look at this sticker, and we can see this is going to be the volcano gray metallic with the beautiful chalk interior, of course, a very nice sharp color contrast, and then we're also going to be equipped with these absolutely beautiful, almost fan blade-esque wheels. Really sharp, of course. These are going to be 20-inch alloy wheels. As you can see, it covers the faceplate of the wheel housing, of course, nicely, giving that great aerodynamics, but of course, it's still able to cool the brakes amazingly. We have the red brake calipers inside. We're also going to be finished with Pilot Sport 4S tires as well. So these are going to be the full performance tires, giving this car like amazing amounts of grip and, of course, acceleration potential, of course, with launch control, what this car does come standard with. Beautiful LED headlights in the front with that 4-dot LED matrix design, of course. Front camera system, rear camera, of course, cameras under each mirror to give you the surround view camera while you're parking the car. Very sharp. And of course, the benefit of this car being an 800 volt system is they like to use the comparison of using a garden hose to charge your car versus an 800 volt system is like using a essentially a fire hose to recharge everything. So of course, on the driver's side, we have the standard charger that you can use. Of course, you're going to be mainly using this for your home. So this could be a level 2 charger, the one that of course comes with the vehicle, with this one, of course. And then if we come to the other side, we'll see we actually have a different connector that you can still charge the normal way on this side as well, but then you have this little flip down that you can also plug in, of course, the fast charger. That's the 800 volt system that Porsche is really trying to develop and get out there. Some of the dealerships have it right now, and it is absolutely crazy. You're talking 80% charge in under 30 minutes. Really impressive charging capabilities with that. Of course, coming back over here to the sticker, we're going to have the wheel center caps with the Porsche colored center crest, of course, and as is still tradition, pointing that at the valve stem cover, of course, right there. From there, we're going to have the 20-inch Sport Aero wheels, what they refer to, of course. The steering wheel with the race text. That's going to be the Alcantara steering wheel, of course. Very nice feeling. Really helps you keep control of the steering wheel. Holds your hands there very nicely. We see the Sports Chrono package, of course. Very nice feature to have. You can, of course, switch between normal, Sport, Sport Plus, and, of course, this being a Taycan, we have range mode as well. The Performance Battery Plus, which currently this is the only option you're able to get on the 4Ss. So, of course, an absolutely amazing performance out of this vehicle. From there, we're going to have the passenger display. So that gives us another infotainment system on the inside just for the passenger. From there, of course, we have the Mobile Charger Connect, the Porsche Intelligent Range Manager, the 3-year, 30-minute DC charging session with Electrify America, of course, and that allows you to, of course, go to any of the Electrify America charging stations and allow you to really get that 30 minutes of fast charging, which, of course, give you up to 80% entirely free for those 3 years. Then we're going to have the premium package that gives us the beautiful fixed panoramic sky roof. It's all open as well, so it's very sharp, and it gives you that just beautiful illusion of just one single piece of glass stretching all the way to the back. And then, of course, we're going to have the Bose surround sound stereo system, the lane change assist, which is Porsche's way of calling blind spot, and that's going to be located right over here on the mirrors. From there, of course, we're going to have the seat ventilation for the front. We're already going to have the heated seats. The 14-way power seats with the memory package. Those PDLS Plus headlights that we saw in the front give us the automatic high beams. Those puppies even turn to 15 degrees either direction as you're heading along a dark country road. Adjust horizontally based on your speed, so you never have to worry about outrunning the light. So you're no problems with visibility there. The surround view, the storage package, and then if you're an allergy-filled mess like I am, that ionizer is very nice. It essentially charges the particles in the air so they fall down to the ground. So instead of floating around, agitating your nose and making your eyes water, it falls down to the ground. So all you do have to do is vacuum it up, and you're all good to go. Comfort keyless access entry, allow me to unlock and lock the car without having to pull out the key, of course. That beautiful chalk interior, very sharp, of course. Very practical interior. And the thing that always gets people very nervous about electric cars is, oh, it's going to be difficult to operate. This is one of the easiest cars to operate. For example, I'll show you. So we're going to go ahead and turn this car off. I'm grabbing the key out. I'm going to go ahead and lock it. Car's locked. The door handles fold away. We get the auditory tone. Now, as I approach the car, of course, with the key, all I do is just give a little gentle touch underneath the door handle. It pops open for me. I hop on in. We're greeted with that beautiful digital instrument cluster, very customizable as well. So now that I'm in here, the car just turns itself on automatically. So I'm good to go, no problems at all. Very cool, very easy. Now, if I want to go into drive, all right, well, now what do I do? Well, I just come over here to the gear selector. I'm ready to go. I didn't have to hit anything. I'm driving right now, as you see. And of course, don't do that while driving. Don't film while driving, but you get the idea. It's an incredibly easy to operate system. Very impressive, of course, and you can see we have very customizable infotainment system right over here. So we use this little button right over here to choose what we see on each side. And then we actually use the wheel to actually choose what we want. So if I want to put my trip computer there, and I want to come over to this side and go to G-forces, I can do so. And I can even come over here and put my power meter. Very nice stuff. Of course, we have most of our core systems are going to be located right over here. So we have our heated and ventilated seats, of course. Our AC systems are all going to be right over here as well. Our charging port information, or how to pop the trunks, of course. Volume for the radio, turning everything off, and displaying even our camera system right there. You can see that. Very impressive camera system. And we have the surround view. You can change between all these different angles just by tapping these little cameras right over here. Pretty darn cool system. Then I can tap this little guy, and it gives me a wide angle version of the normal rear view camera. So you can see the difference there. So wide angle in case you're pulling onto a blind intersection. And of course the normal. Looks like you're going through like a wormhole or something. Pretty cool. So of course I'm going to skip through all this. There we go. Do not activate. Next. We're just getting through that so we can see some of the infotainment system, of course. Right now it's on a guest profile, and of course, if you decide to purchase a car, we always go through the setup process, so we log you in before you'd even get the car, of course, and we do the same thing for your charger, of course. Navigation system, incredibly easy to operate. We can see our passenger displays, literally almost the same system, except this side has a cool little feature that you can go over here and view the cockpit. So you can see, of course, like the infotainment system, you can see what's going on with the car, what drive mode you're in. And, of course, over here we can have entirely something different. So if we want to come over here to media, FM, and, of course, satellite radio, iTunes, Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth telephone, even internet radio. Of course, we can even adjust the Bose surround sound stereo system. Very cool. Very easy to work system. It really is an incredibly simple. And you can even customize it, go over to this side if you prefer more of like a tile style or anything like that. Pretty darn cool. We'll go ahead and show off the interior a little bit. Of course, our sports chrono clock inside. Black leather on top of the doors, finishing to the chalk with that beautiful, almost like an anodized steel right there. Even a little bit of ambient lighting in the cup holders. You don't get to see that too often in the earlier in the day videos. And probably my favorite part is the open moonroof. No shade or anything, but it's so well insulated you don't feel any heat coming through that. It's very impressive. And of course we have all of our different drive modes right over here. So as mentioned, we can go into a range mode, normal, sport, sport plus, and of course an individual mode if we want to set a customized mode. Now when you're in Sport Plus or even range mode, it actually lowers the car to of course aid in the better range and acceleration and of course lower center of gravity. You can also control the height of the car via that little button right over there. Of course if you need to raise it for like a speed bump or a major speed bump or anything. Our suspension stiffness right there. Our traction control system is right there. We have brake energy regeneration, of course, that you can have on or off. Porsche actually finds that if you have it off, it ends up actually being more efficient than having it on. But of course, when you're driving in sport mode, a little bit of engine braking actually takes care of almost 90% is what they found of the normal braking needs that you would have on a car. So it's really cool. Of course, we have all of our headlight operation over here on the left, of course, and then a blind spot. It's very easy to work, of course. It's located right there at the edge of the mirror. I'll go ahead and see if I can locate that really quick. Come to the assist systems, and we'll go ahead and you can see that lighting up. And then we see, of course, our basic assist is going to include, of course, our anti-crash system. Lane keep assist for highway use. Helps maintain your lane composure, of course. Automatic headlights, of course. Automatic high beams. We'll even turn those puppies on right there. But let's go ahead and hop into the back seat. I'm going to go ahead and pop the trunk here in just a moment. So we're going to go ahead and pop that. Now, this car has incredibly amazing performance, but it's consistent performance. This car, you can launch it over and over again and really not see any decline on its performance aspect, which is absolutely amazing. Of course, vents located in the rear. Plenty of legroom. I always had the front seat right where I would normally sit. I still got plenty of legroom back over here. Plenty of headroom. I can't really show the headroom, but it's definitely nice. That sunroof almost makes like a little pocket for you, so it's no problems at all. Beautifully designed interior. Absolutely gorgeous seats. And this really helps us show off that infotainment system nicely from over here. Well, let's go ahead and show off the trunks. And then we're going to do a little walk around the vehicle, of course. Of course, we do have the mobile charger right back over here. And we'll open that up and show that off. It's all buckled in. There we go, so we can see it's all wrapped up nicely and cozy in there. And of course, you always want to make sure that it's all set up before you even get the car, so there'll be no problems, very minimal hassle. Of course, you can see that single blade tail light design that I'm glad Porsche's going back to. Really pays homage to some of the older 911s and such. Very sharp design. We'll even take a little step back. Look how futuristic that car is with the beautiful hunches along the side right there. And then, of course, we have the front trunk popped. Very impressive. Now, this car gets over about 200 miles of electric range, but we are seeing real-world testing by one of my personal favorite reviewers, which was Chris Harris, ended up getting over 250 miles of range. So it all depends on how you drive, of course. More highway mileage usage, of course, you usually see a little bit of a decline, while more city and, of course, just general driving, you see it increase drastically with electric cars. So it's a very impressive car with great range. But if you do have any questions about this car, or any other car in our lot for that matter, please feel free to contact us. We're always happy to get all your questions answered and taken care of. Other than that, we look forward to hearing from you soon and hope you're having a great day. Take care. Bye.